Hey there, everybody. It's JP 1970, and you might recognize where I am. I'm down here at the car wash.
Okay, now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, wait a second. I can't wash my motorcycle at the car wash. That's a high pressure hose, right? That's going to do damage. I'll tell you what, I have actually done this over the years and I have experienced no problems whatsoever. Now, if you notice, as I'm washing the bike, there's a few things I'm doing. Number one, I am doing my best to not spray water directly into the air filter. Now, there might be a little bit of overspray that's getting on the air filter ever so slightly, but I am not shooting water into the air filter. Be very careful not to do that, right? Now, also what I'm doing is I'm maintaining probably about a 4 to 6 inch distance from the spray nozzle to the actual parts of the bike. Now, particularly anything involving electrical, any part where there's, electrical wires that are going in, I back off a little bit more. But as far as spraying the rims, spraying the forks, spraying the outside of the lights, the gas tank, this is a very effective way to get stubborn dirt, dead bugs, hardened mud, any of that stuff from the road off the bike. Now, when I switch over after I, get everything good and soapy and get everything loosened up, I then come back and I just put it on, just on rinse, just on a regular rinse, and again, I'm maintaining that same, 4 to 6 inch distance, and I'm being careful not to spray water directly into any sensitive areas. But as far as fenders and, the tank, the exhaust, the less critical, I think, areas, the saddlebags, certainly, I don't see any reason why you can't just go down to the car wash and use their high pressure hose to get that stubborn dirt off. Like I say, I've been doing it for years and have had no problems whatsoever. So once I have the bike all clean and washed, I take it outside just like you would a car, and I go to work drying it off. And what I like to use are those clean microfiber cloths. I generally have 3 or 4 of those that I will use to dry the bike off. And one thing I try to do is, once I've used a towel that there might be some dirt that I might have picked up, like after I'm cleaning the wheels, for example, that towel, I keep in mind that I'm just going to use that for the other wheel, and I tend not to use that to wipe off the paint, because I don't want to take any chances with scratching the paint. So there I am, tend to work from the top down and work from the front to the back.
All right, so that's how I do it. When you got stubborn dirt on your bike and you're just not sure how to get it clean, I don't see why you can't take it to the car wash. For $2 and about 10 to 15 minutes of your time, you get it all cleaned up like new. Now, obviously, I can go back and use some finishing cleaner on the chrome and on some of the black parts, but it looks about 100% better. Make sure you're careful and don't shoot water down into your air filter. You're going to have problems. I was just careful and avoided that area when I was washing it.